All right, let's get practicing in QuickBooks Online. Grab the link below in the description so that you can follow along. All right, here we are in the QBO Gym. The QBO Gym is a place where we have numerous exercises that simulate real-life scenarios that you may encounter as a bookkeeper. Every single month, we come out with new exercises for you to practice and complete, and we break it down for you into 4 different sections. Today, we're working in the December warm-ups section. At the top here is a little animated video to give you a synopsis of what's going on in Craig's world this month. He is our fictitious business owner. Further down is an interactive quiz to test your knowledge as it relates to the video up above. Below that are all of the exercises within this section. And then at the bottom here is a little optional section where after you have completed all of the exercises within that section, there are some sample posts that you can use on LinkedIn, to share with everybody what you have learned so far. So let's go ahead and dive right into today's exercise. We are going to practice processing the bank feeds. Go ahead and click on that, and when you do, the exercise will appear for you. I have it over here on the right-hand side, so let's get started. Today's scenario is that after you have input all the sales and expense transactions, it's time to process bank feeds. This means comparing what went into and out of the bank and making sure there is a correct record of it in QBO. So let's get started. First of all, you need to be in the same session of the advanced sample company from the previous exercises. If you have not completed those yet, go ahead and click on the link on the top right corner of your screen. That will take you to the first exercise. Complete that one and all the ones following until you get back to this one. They all build on each other, so it's really important to start with that first one. So to get to the bank feed area, we need to click from the left navigation bar, we need to hover over transactions and then click bank transactions. So here I am in the advanced sample company. This is the last page that was left off of from the previous exercise. So over here on the left-hand side, there is this transactions. Hover over that and then select bank transactions. You could have also clicked up here. It is a bookmark, so you could have done that, but the way we did it is also fine too. You will probably get a pop-up here where QBO is just trying to be extra helpful and give you an idea of what's going on in this area. Go ahead and click out of it. Now you should make sure that the checking tile is selected, and you can tell because it is blue and it shows right there. So you will know that you are in the correct one if you have a blue tile highlighted for checking, because that's the one we are going to be working on. So let's take a look at which bank transactions QBO thinks it has a match for. In order to do this, let's filter it out a little bit by clicking on all transactions and then selecting potential match. So here is that all transactions button. Go ahead and just click on that. When you do, you will see potential match. You want to click on that. And now you will see 25 25 that need to be reviewed, excuse me, but it's showing that 22 are a potential match here. So you can tell that they are matches, or there are matches trying to be found, because it'll say 1 match found. Some of them say 3 matches found. Some say 2 matches found. So those are the ones for Pam Sites, Books by Bessie, and Squeaky Clean Car Wash. So we're going to work with the ones that say there's more than 1 match found first. So let's start with the one for Pam Sites. It shows 3 matches found. Go ahead and click anywhere on that line to go ahead and expand it. Now, when QBO is making an attempt to match transactions in the bank feeds, it is searching by amount only. That's why there are 3 different ones here. They're all for $75. QBO is not looking at the bank detail, just the amount. But as you can see from the bank detail, it is for Pam Sites, and that is what is right here. This is the one that is already selected, so this is the one that we want. Because it's selected, we can go ahead and click on match. And when you do, it shows that that transaction has been matched. And now Books by Bessie is only showing 2 matches found versus 3. And that's because we matched the Pam Sites one. And so that got removed as a potential for this one. Now let's go ahead and see what we can do for the Books by Bessie. Again, click anywhere on that line. You can also click View and it will expand for you. Now, if we look at the two options here, they are for Books by Bessie and then one for Bob's Burger Joint. This is the one that we added in a previous exercise in this section. So you can see by looking at the bank detail that it's for Books by Bessie. This bill payment is for Books by Bessie. So this is the one that we want. It is already selected, so we can go ahead and click on Match. And that transaction has been matched. And since we matched that one, the one for Bob's Burger Joint also had match as well. So now we will look at the potential matches for Squeaky Clean Car Wash. Once again, go ahead and click anywhere on that line to go ahead and expand it and look here. Now, this one is a little bit different because they are two of the exact same vendor with the exact same amount, but you will notice that there are different types here and different transaction dates. What we want to look at here is if you ever have this in real life scenario, you want to look at what the date is here in the bank feed and match it with the record that corresponds with that. Now, know here that in the sample company and the advanced sample company, the dates are always changing. So what you see on your screen is probably going to be different than what I have right here, and that's okay. The important thing is to make sure that the date for the transaction that you select here is matching the date here. And that happens to be this top one right here. It's already selected, so we can go ahead and click on the green match button. And once again, that transaction has been matched. Now at this point, you should only have single matches left, which again is indicated by this green box that says one match found. You can always scroll through just to confirm that that is the case, and it is. So let's go ahead and match all of these in bulk rather than having to click match on every single one. To do that, we want to click on the checkbox on the top of the column to select all the transactions. That is this one right here. And you'll notice that when you select all of the transaction, this black bar appears. We want to go ahead and click accept on the black bar. So go ahead and click on that. And when you do, it says that those 19 remaining transactions have been matched. It also says down here that we couldn't find transactions to match your search. And that just means that QBO, every single one that QBO has thought a match was for, has been selected and accepted at this point. Now, in order to see the remaining 3 transactions that need review, we need to get rid of the potential match filter. So in order to do that, all you need to do is just click on the X right next to it. And when you do, the remaining 3 that need to be reviewed are going to show up right here. Now you will notice that there are 3 transactions remaining. 2 of them have future dates, which are these 2 right here. And these may be pre-authorizations, so we're not going to worry about them for right now. The third transaction is from Hicks Hardware, but it is dated in the past. So you ask Craig about it, and he tells you that the transaction was deleted at the store. He verified with the bank that the money was never actually taken from his account. So what we're seeing here is likely just a pre-authorization of what will be deleted at the bank when the void goes through. When this happens though, no notification is sent to QBO, so the item will remain in the bank feeds unless we exclude it. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to click on the checkbox next to Hicks Hardware. That is this one right here. Again, that black bar is going to show up for us. This time we want to click exclude. So go ahead and click exclude. And now that one has been excluded. The 2 remaining pre-authorization ones are hanging out here, and that's okay. We'll review those in future dates. And if you wanted to see where that one that was excluded was, you would just click on this tab and you can see that Hicks Hardware one is there. If you ever need to undo it, you would just simply click on undo. And that's it. You are all finished with processing the bank feeds today. And if you have any questions or want to know more about the QBO Gym, just go ahead and click on the link below in the description. We have finished the warm-up section. We move on to the cardio section with our next exercise where we practice setting up partnership accounts. And I will see you in the next video.